The Africa Green Revolution Forum, AGRF, is a significant gathering of local, regional and global stakeholders in agriculture that fosters constructive engagement and promotes public-private partnerships in support of an African-led agricultural transformation. One of the continent's major gatherings of both public and private players focusing solely on agriculture development, the AGRF provides a platform to discuss and develop concrete investment plans and policy support for agricultural development in Africa. During this gathering, delegates have created action plans on the acceleration of agricultural transformation in Africa. The AGRF supports smallholder farmer focus by enhancing broad-based and inclusive consultations and dialogue among stakeholders on agriculture and food security, and has continuously contributed to improvements in designing food security programs and thereby improved planning for food security on the continent. At the 2016 AGRF in Nairobi, Kenya, we will come together to advance the policies and secure the investments that will ensure a better life for millions of Africa's farmers and families and realize the vision of the Sustainable Development Goals. In a region challenged by climate change, rapidly growing urban populations, and an urgent need for jobs, agriculture offers solutions, providing a clear path to food security and employment opportunities for all Africans.
The last decade has seen significant improvements in African agriculture that we can actually point to. One of the biggest changes we've seen is interest at the country level, countries themselves investing in their own agriculture, and this has translated into significant growth in the agriculture sector. So this year's AGRF specifically will seize the opportunity to actually talk about the progress that African agriculture has made in the last 10 years.
One of the biggest progress in my view is the fact that we're seeing Africans taking their own destiny in agriculture. And I think that in some ways have been also enabled by partners such as the Rockefeller Foundation, such as Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Today, what we didn't have is an African-focused, African-led institution that looks at agriculture comprehensively. Today, we have AGRA, the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, which over 10 years has been building that and building expertise in different sectors. One of the, and that is for me an important part. The second aspect is that there is more recognition by governments, by different stakeholders about the importance of agriculture as an engine for economic development. And different approaches are being tried to actually realize the promise of agriculture. So there is a lot of excitement around the sector, which I see is really important to unlock.
It's a very exciting time for agriculture in Africa. A number of things are beginning to crystallize. I think governments are beginning to realize today that the private sector has to be a part of the solution. They don't see them really just as a distant partner to create an enabling environment for. I think they see them more as a partner now in economic development. People, farmers, private sector, and even some governments want to see action. I think that there has been enough talk around agriculture for a number of years. We did CADAP, we've done Malabo, and I think that what people want to see is something coming out of it.
Yes, CADIF being a framework which we are signatory of as a country, have put in place serious mechanisms to ensure that we work towards its achievement. We look mostly in the area of productivity, because at the end of the day, we would want the production in the area of agriculture to be sustainable and to make business sense to our people. And therefore, we have invested heavily as a government in the area of productivity and production in general. In this case, we are looking at situations where government subsidies have really gone a long way in ensuring that productivity levels are brought up and ensuring that the vulnerable groups in the agricultural sector are supported to access the various inputs so that they can make agriculture in their small-scale farms sustainable, and also be able to support themselves in terms of food security and also improve their livelihoods. Kenya is an agricultural country, And AGRF coming to Nairobi is welcome, and it couldn't have been in any other place, especially at this point in time when we are transforming agriculture in Africa, and particularly in Kenya. I would want to take this opportunity on behalf of the ministry and also the government to welcome all the delegates, all the policymakers, all the technocrats in the field of agriculture, that Nairobi welcomes you, Kenya welcomes you, and the fact that they should take time to see the agricultural activities, not only within Nairobi, but also to take time to go to the agricultural lands in the rural areas to appreciate what is happening in Kenya as far as agriculture is concerned. And also for them to take time and look at our natural environments in terms of tourism and other activities. Otherwise, I would wish to welcome all the delegates to Nairobi and to enjoy themselves during this time of AGRF.